Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Brother Gaming HD here today. In today's video, there was a tweet that Jay Bowman ended up posting on Twitter the other day, and he ended up stating that it's crazy to think back in the OG days of COD, the most we would spend on DLC would be 40 to 50 for the season pass, or maybe 10 to 20 bucks on a bunch of skins. Nowadays, people are spending thousands of dollars for in-game content, and the funniest part is that the DLC maps are free now. And I guess in other words, I guess what we're trying to say is like it's kind of crazy how the DLC model has changed from the OG days of COD all the way, I believe, all the way up to I think it was Advanced Warfare was the last time I believe we saw this. No, it was Black Ops 4 was the last time we saw the season pass until we got into that era of Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone all the way up to current date for Modern Warfare 3, the reboot. And I'm gonna try to share my thoughts on what he's trying to say here. And it is kind of crazy to think back then when he did say that DLC season passes did cost around 40 to 50 bucks, which was really outrageous back then, mostly because of the fact that if you wanted to get every individual map pack, it was going to cost you between 40 to 50 bucks, but you got 4 map packs per Call of Duty game. So technically, it did a round out about 40 bucks a piece, maybe 50 depending on which game it was at the time. I think Black Ops 4, I think it was like $50 for the season pass if I remember right, because I remember buying it. But it's just a very weird way to think of how the DLC model has changed from what it was back then to what it is current date. And he's not wrong also about the fact that you would have maybe spent money on skins like between 10 to 20 bucks. And he's not wrong there either, mostly because of the fact I think it was during like Call of Duty Ghost and Black Ops 2, they did have some DLC weapon skins that you were able to buy for like maybe like $2 to $5 if I remember right. And I guess where he's also getting like maybe like the 10, like around like the 10 mark in the around like the $10 price points, maybe like the CDL skins or something, or some CDL collaboration with Call of Duty around that time frame as well. But it's the fact that people are spending a whole lot more money nowadays on Call of Duty when it comes to like the weapon bundles here within the current day of Call of Duty. The fact that people are spending like 20 plus bucks on these weapon skins for one particular gun alone. It doesn't even go like on every single gun. Like you're just getting that particular skin for instance, like there's one like for the WSP Swarm. There's like a lot of them for that. But it's just crazy to think about the fact that people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these weapon skins, and the fact that nowadays every single map that we get in with the season, with like the seasonal system that we have here within Call of Duty nowadays, all the maps that we are getting now are free. And I guess the fact is that he's poking fun at the fact that people still spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these weapon cosmetics, and the fact that people are still spending like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these weapon bundles, just to get a cool skin. And not to mention that a skin is only meant for that one particular set of weapons for that particular bundle alone. And it's just kind of crazy on how far that the microtransactions have changed and evolved over the years as Call of Duty has progressed. And sure, we also did have the supply drop system as well. That was a different time for Call of Duty as well. That was a very different time, a very different era where pay to win was technically a thing. And there's still some methods of pay to win here and there, but that topic at hand here, it's just a very interesting thing to see that how far and how much the Call of Duty community has changed, and how much they have changed their model. And what I mean like their model, like their sales model, like how they manage to approach the Call of Duty community and, like, trick them or finesse them into buying particular skins or buying particular weapon bundles to encourage their sales and profits. And I can understand at the end of the day, it is a business. Activision, Call of Duty, and Microsoft are a business. So at the end of the day, like I said, it is their job to ensure that they make a deadline, make a quota, try to sell and make improvements on their sales by screwing the consumer over in one way or another, regardless if that means that they're having to sell, these $20, $30 weapon bundles in the store. And the fact that people are considering that as a portion of DLC, like, literally makes me laugh, because of the fact that you're spending money on a virtual video game to where you are spending like 20, 30 thousands of dollars on one little weapon bundle. Like at first it's like, okay, no, I'm gonna buy like one or two weapon bundles. Like, that's like $40, right? But after a while, from Modern Warfare 2019 to current date, and the more and more you end up buying into these bundles, you start realizing that it starts to become more and more expensive as time goes on. And at that point, that's where they get you. That's where they technically just grip you and, like, yes, we finally got some idiots to literally buy these stupid weapon bundles for once, and we're making a shit ton of money. Sure, our model has changed from the fact that we did have map packs that did cost, I think it was like, I forget how much it was. It was like $15 I think for a map pack, if I remember right. Comment down below if I'm wrong. It was like $15 for a map pack. So instead of, people buying like the season pass for like $40, $50, or buying like the map packs for, $15 a pop, imagine spending thousands and thousands of dollars on weapon bundles and weapon cosmetics within current day Call of Duty. And it's just a very interesting time for Call of Duty in general, because of the fact that they finally found a way to market their game in order to increase their profits. Sure, the DLC and the season pass, back then that was their bread, that was their moneymaker, because back then Call of Duty wasn't as big as it is today. And now they've been around that time frame, they're probably trying to figure out, okay, like, how on earth can we increase our profits? Because sure, we went through the supply drop era, but that only lasted till 2018 with Black Ops 4. And then we started seeing the introduction of weapon bundles in Modern Warfare 2019 to current date. So it's just crazy how far that the word DLC has changed and what DLC means in today's standard that is Call of Duty. Sure, the map packs are free, and that is free DLC, but the fact that people buy these weapon bundles and and this is my opinion, you're welcome to disagree with me down below, but the fact that people buy these weapon bundles and they consider it DLC is completely different to what DLC meant back then. DLC meant like map packs and like zombie content within those map packs. That's what DLC was back then. Nowadays, DLC, sure, you might get you get free maps nowadays, but the word DLC, in my opinion, has literally changed over the years up to current date. And it's been your boy Brotherhood Gaming HD, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, hit them bell notifications. And we are on the road to 150 subscribers, because here we started up hitting like 100 plus, end up hitting 100 subscribers. So if you want to be part of the journey, please don't forget to subscribe, hit them bell notifications, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out and goodbye, everybody.